Ever wonder why your relationships start like a fairy tale and end like a thriller? The relationship cycle of a fearful avoidant usually follows a somewhat predictable four-stage loop in these relationship stages. I'm Mandy Bonds, and I help women to recover from toxic love by reclaiming their self-worth and self-trust through rewiring their subconscious mind. So the stage one for the fearful avoidant in the relationship is usually the infatuation phase. There's high chemistry, deep connection, and that usually happens in the dating phase or in the honeymoon phase. And this is where fearful avoidants are very present. They want to emotionally connect with you. They have really deep conversations. They really want to get to know you, and they are really great listeners. And feelings can start to develop early for a fearful avoidant. So that then they actually tend to people please, and they start the codependency. They give themselves up for their partner. They cancel all the plans that they have with anybody else just for their partner. They don't communicate their boundaries. They're basically all in. And like I said, this can start early for a fearful avoidant, especially if they overstep their own boundary. The second stage is then the deactivation. So as soon as things get real and serious, their subconscious perceives it as a threat, and then they start to pull away because they now start to wonder, can I trust my partner, or will they betray me, without really signs being there. And stage three is then the power struggle phase, where the push-pull creates chaos. And then if A can get into the power struggle really early, then other attachment styles, I would say, because they start to test their partners. They pitch fights or they check their phones because of their trust core wound, and they want to predict their partner's behavior. Stage four is then the crash, the total emotional burnout, or a sudden exit. This is when they then sabotage the relationship because the subconscious mind takes over. The subconscious core wound of trust, the fear of betrayal, is bigger than maybe the connection they have to that person. In integrated attachment theory, we learned that this cycle is just your brain trying to protect you from vulnerability. Are you ready to break the loop? Then comment trust, and I'll send you the link to my free workshop on February 9th to learn how to build a cycle that actually lasts.